Welcome to Cyber Bites, your weekly dose of the latest and most impactful cybersecurity news. I'm your host, Edwin Kwan, and today we'll be covering zero-day vulnerabilities in security cameras, SQL injection flaws in airport security systems, YubiKey cloning attacks, data breach fines for consumer watchdogs, research on the worst place to leave exposed secrets online, and banks facing criticism for inadequate scam protection. Let's dive into the details. Our first story is a stark reminder of the ongoing threats to critical infrastructure. A zero-day vulnerability in FTech IP cameras is actively exploited to spread the notorious Mirai Botnet. Akamai's security intelligence and response team discovered this remote code execution flaw tracked as CVE 2024-7029. It affects FTech CCTV cameras, which, despite being discontinued, are still widely used in critical infrastructure sectors. What's particularly concerning is that there's no patch available, leaving these devices permanently vulnerable. CISA has issued a warning urging operators to physically remove and replace the affected devices. It's a troubling trend we're seeing more often. Threat actors leveraging both new and old vulnerabilities to spread malware. This serves as a crucial reminder for organizations to stay vigilant and keep their systems updated. Up next, in a shocking discovery, researchers Ian and Sam uncovered a significant security flaw in FlyCast, which is a web-based service used by some airlines to manage the known crew member program and the cockpit access security system. The vulnerability, an SQL injection in the login system, could have allowed unauthorized individuals to bypass airport security screening and potentially gain access to aircraft cockpits. The researchers were able to add a fictitious employee to the databases, granting them unauthorized access to secure areas. While the Department of Homeland Security acknowledged the issue and disconnected FlyCast from the system, the disclosure process was far from smooth. The TSA initially downplayed the vulnerability's impact and even removed information from its website that contradicted its statements. This incident highlights the critical importance of robust security measures in aviation systems and the ongoing challenges in protecting against cyber threats that could compromise aviation safety. Next, in a development that's sure to concern many security professionals, a new side-channel vulnerability has been discovered in the widely used YubiKey 5 hardware token. This flaw potentially allows attackers to clone the device if they have temporary physical access to it. The vulnerability affects all YubiKey 5 series models and exploits a weakness in the cryptographic library used in these devices. By measuring electromagnetic radiation during authentication, attackers can extract the secret ECDSA key. While YubiKey, the manufacturer, has issued an advisory, there's currently no patch available. This underscores the importance of physical security for these devices and may prompt many organizations to consider replacing their YubiKey 5 tokens with newer, unaffected models. Next, in an ironic turn of events, Singapore's Consumer Association, known as CASE, has been fined for breaches of the Personal Data Protection Act. The Watchdog, tasked with protecting consumer interests, failed to secure consumer information in two separate incidents. The first incident involved hackers accessing CASE email accounts and sending phishing emails to consumers. This resulted in 3 victims losing a total of $217,000. The second breach exposed personal information of over 12,000 individuals during a vendor data migration process. This case serves as a stark reminder that even organizations dedicated to consumer protection must prioritize robust cybersecurity measures and staff training to safeguard sensitive information. Up next, a fascinating research study has reviewed the most dangerous places to accidentally expose sensitive information online. Researchers deployed digital tripwires disguised as AWS credentials across various public platforms to see how quickly threat actors would take advantage of them. The results were eye-opening. Credentials placed on GitHub were accessed within seconds. Pastebin proved to be a goldmine for exposed credentials, with unprotected tokens being snatched immediately. This study highlights the importance of proper credential management and the need for organizations to be extra vigilant about where and how they store sensitive information. And our final story focuses on the ongoing struggle against scam and the role of banks in protecting their customers. A recent case in Australia has brought this issue into sharp focus. Carol, a 78-year-old pensioner, fell victim to a sophisticated scam that emptied her bank account of her life savings. Despite having a daily withdrawal limit in place, her bank initially refused to reimburse the stolen funds. It wasn't until her niece contacted the newspapers that the bank took action and returned the funds. This incident, along with the recent ASIC report criticizing bank scams prevention strategies, highlights the need for financial institutions to improve their customer protection measures and response time to scam reports. That's all for this week's Cyber Bites. Remember, in the world of cybersecurity, staying informed is your best defense. I'm Edwin Kwan, and I'll see you next time for more breaking cyber news. Stay safe and stay secure.